right, I'm back. So I just need to wait for you guys to come back and see if this worked because I found it. And my god, they couldn't have put it deeper into stream settings. And my freaking god, what a dumb functionality. So let's see. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works because this is really weird. Well, thanks a lot, YouTube. All right. Well, this is fun. I mean, this is interesting. I'm not gonna be complaining about it not being. Yes, it is in English. I found it. I found it. And you would not believe how deep they have dug it. But I don't think I actually had to. I don't think I had to change it. Yeah. So I can show you because I found it. I found it. It's when you go, there's this is the stream, and when I go into changing the name, there's a setting here, and there's a modification, and under here it says translate chat. And I have absolutely no idea why this came online. But in the meantime, I was actually made aware of the fact by the AI that it is annoying, but YouTube just tends to auto enable this without asking anyone from time to time. So now I'll know where to find it. And this is the most bizarre functionality that I have ever seen. But thanks for saying something and it not being translated. I appreciate it, Conquer. All right. Well, how are you, my man? Now we can finally talk, and I can understand what you're saying, which is kind of fun when you realize that I can't understand you in my own language, but I can understand you in your language. Isn't global world fun? So how's the USA, my man? All good? Also, thanks for coming back. I realize these things are super annoying, and I'm not doing them on purpose. And I appreciate that you guys are actually having fun with me and being patient with this nonsense because I am way too tired and way too old to not rage at these random nonsensical things YouTube throws at us. Hey, Wolfo, I fixed it. I fixed it. Thanks for coming back, man. How are you? How's Australia? Well, on fire, but same old. Actually, Conquer, I have a amazing news, for myself at least. Um, I intercepted a message in my email between my colleagues and my boss, and they're thinking about sending me on a business trip to the good old United States. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna tell them that I'm not going. Uh, I would be going, but I was like, okay, this is interesting because it might be the first time that they're actually sending me to a country that is actively being warned against by many European countries. So I wonder if I'm gonna get deported for my anti-United States sentiment on the airport and detained by ICE and turned around and sent back. Just say ICE is like quick to kidnap. Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna kidnap someone, it's gonna be me. If they saw our Discord, they're just gonna beat me right in front of everyone. Just start pummeling me in the queue. Just not even gonna wait for me to come to show my paper. They're just gonna take out their batons and just start hitting me randomly in the queue. Bofa, what's going on in Australia? I'm having computer trouble. Oh, so if you don't hear from me for a bit, that's probably why. Oh, is it overheating in the scorching Australian heat, or what's going on? My computers are so expensive. I really hope mine is gonna last through all of this craziness. I'm hoping that the AI is gonna collapse, and we're gonna have a new renaissance of super cheap components because they're suddenly gonna overproduce everything, and they're gonna be wondering what to do with that. some family are also having computer trouble. Australia is in full panic about the economic effects of the Iran war. It's basically all everyone is talking about, including on the media. Um, I mean, what can you do about that? I saw an amazing. If you would be on our Discord, you would have so much information about that. I loved. I found some Instagram post in the morning, and it was someone tweeting. It's so great that President Trump has announced that we have won the war already. Could he please now tell the other side so that they stop shooting at us? It was, um, wanted to suggest the same. Which place are they planning to send you states today? I don't know. We have office in Jersey. We have an office in Texas, and there's someone I think in LA. It would the people I work with are probably in Jersey, but the system architect is sitting in the Texas office. So if they're gonna send me to Texas, it's actually gonna be funny because I've already been to Texas. This is the only place that I've been in the United States, and if they send me there again, it would be pretty fun. But I assume that they're gonna send me to Jersey because the business stakeholders that I'm dealing with are sitting there. I don't know if they're directly in. No, they are. They are directly in Jersey. I think they sent me even the address. We have a large office there in downtown, so I'll probably be there. Good old police brutality. Yeah. I mean, good old ICE brutality. Someone suggested on the internet that they should rename the ICE to NICE, National Immigration Control. What's the last control enforcement? And I said that if we rename it to NICE, we're gonna force the news stations and everyone just constantly saying the NICE agents are doing this or that, which is a level of political trolling I can get behind. Mm, but Wolfa, I hope you solve your problems. I hope that they're not gonna arrest and deport Conqueror for nothing. But that seems to be most of the things that they do. And no, damn, I forgot what your name is. I always forget because your nick is so different here. Well, can you type it in chat? I apologize, man. I'm dumb. I'm so exhausted, guys. Today I'm having like fourth coffee in a row, and then I have another pot of coffee here. Um, yeah, Fabian. Thanks. I was just. I know you told me already a couple of times, and I always forget, and I apologize for that. But my brain is not what it used to be. It's turning to mush. I literally think that I'm having dementia. I'm following in President Trump's grand steps. And I've literally had to. The fun part is I'm working in US time zone, so every day I end around midnight, and then I record, and then I go to bed. And so I'm going to bed at around 1 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock, because it's the only time that I have to unwind because I'm working from home and I have kids and wife and other things. And my kids were sick a lot through November, December, January. So we have a lot of unused hours for swimming. And I started signing up my kids for extra lessons um, in the days that they normally don't go. And it ended up being me going Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning to swimming lessons. So every day I went to bed like at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. I was waking before 7 to take them swimming. Then I came home, I cleaned the apartment, started working, and ended up working till midnight. So I apologize that I might be all over the place today. Couldn't you always request an ownership? I could, but they specifically hired me to work with the people from United States. So I'm working till that's 23 p.m. So it'd be 11 p.m. I think 11 p.m. My time, which is like 6 p.m. your time, the Eastern Europe, East Coast time zone. So it's the perk of the job. Like they actually hired me because I was willing to work this shift, and I enjoy it because I'm getting actually paid a little bit of overtime every day because it's counting as 1 hour is already a night shift, Uh, but because I had to wake this week every single morning for the past 4 days, it just kind of falls on me. And I was hoping that, and it works on the other days that I just come home and then I hit the bed and I sleep, say, from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Then I have lunch and I start working. But somehow this week I couldn't. Oh, I know why. Because they're redoing the roof on our apartment block. And they just start at 9, and they've been removing the old roof, and they're building a new one. So it's kind of fun. That's why I wasn't sleeping. Yeah. So it's actually not working very well for me. So fun. What about you, Fabian? How's your life? I guess over there are no, 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 no. The house has been, it's it is a Soviet era block tenement, but it's a really nice one with a lot of green parks and everything around it. But the whole house has been renovated like 3 times already. But they're just investing in a new roof again because it's the flat roof, and it's we have 8 floors, and it needs redoing from time to time, like every 15 years they do a new roof. um, and it takes about a month and a half, and now they're rebuilding it directly on top of me. So yeah, so crazy times, crazy times. And it's kind of fun because I'm reaping in the benefits. Anyway, guys, just so that you know what we can do today, I have a couple of ideas. I actually have them on the screen right now. Um, there is a game that I was thinking of showing you, which is called Static Dread: The Lighthouse, which is something that I am going to let's play. I bought it a couple of weeks ago, and today I actually was forced to turn on my Steam into back into online mode. So I installed it and I'm gonna let's play it. It is a horror game, but a really nice one. So I thought I would show it to you just as a teaser because I really really like it, and I'm gonna do a full playthrough of it. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Or I got this game which is called Citizen Sleeper, which I was thinking we could just play for a bit and have a look at it because that's if you're watching the Suzerain video, I keep referencing one of my friends who got me into that game, and he also, he gave me Suzerain, and he also gave me Citizen Sweeper. So he's saying that it's as good as Suzerain. So once I finish the Swordland playthrough of Suzerain, I should do Rizia, and then I should move to Citizen Sweeper. So I was just curious, if we could play it for a little bit, just see what the game is like. Just have a little bit of a like an entree. And then I actually wanted to tell you, for those of you that don't know, which might be Wolfau, because otherwise I think all of you guys are on my Discord. I actually was on Friday. I conducted an interview with an associate director of Rule the Waves 3. He was talking to me about the game, about their future plans, and about the expansion that actually came out uh, right now. I want to say right now, but it's I think like 2 weeks ago, and we were discussing it. And I recorded a 45-minute interview with him, and I wanted to have a look at the DLC just so that we can, because there's historical battles there, and it is actually pretty cool. So I thought that we might play it for an hour or two, and just have a little bit of fun. Did you check how many turns Suzerain has, or don't you want to know? No, I didn't check it. I'm not googling anything in regards to Suzerain. I assume, based on what the game is saying, we're about 1/3 in. I would assume maybe half through. So I assume there's gonna be like 15 turns, maybe based on what the game is showing me. But we'll see. Do you have Rome One remastered? No, no, I don't. I have the original Rome, and I think I have Rome 2 actually. I can check. Give me a sec. I think I have Rome. They have it under Total War, don't they? Uh, Total War Empire, Total War Medieval Napoleon, Shogun 2. All of these actually Medieval 2 I have only because I'm playing Europa Barbarorum 2. I never played Empire. Does it show activity? Can I see how much I played it? I think it's gonna say 0 hours. Friends want to play it. Human 0. And Shogun 2, I actually. Oh yeah, it shows playtime 63 minutes. And for Empire, I have no no playtime. Napoleon 47 minutes. Medieval 147 hours. Okay, well that's fair. Rome is not here. Yeah, here it is. Rome Total War and Rome Total War Alexander. So they have it, but I don't have the remastered version. Again, I actually like I played the original Rome and I really enjoyed it, but then I immediately switched to Europa Barbarum. So like 70 hours of this one might be EB. I don't know if you'd consider this a spoil, but Suzerain lasts one term. You can get re-elected, but this is handled as an epilogue. Yeah, I know about that. That's what my friend told me. He didn't tell me how long it is. He just told me that it's one term. And there's a lot of endings, and one of them I know is that you can get re-elected. So he told me that. A couple of people told me in the comments that you can also get shot, imprisoned. I think someone mentioned that you can flee the country, that people are trying to kill you or something. I think there's an assassination attempt as well. So there's like bunch of different endings based on what you want to do. Many of them, before the game actually is supposed to end. Was the game where you spend the most time? Damn, I have no idea. Sort by that's recent activity. Can you sort it by scroll to down games? How do you do that? I know that this is recent activity, but can you do sort by total activity? Oh wait, I think I can do it on my profile page, can't I? In my profile. That's recent activity. Games. Playtime. 1447 in Hearts of Iron 4. Then this is 874 hours in Civ 4, but this is just purely Caveman to Cosmos. EU 4 851 hours, Crusader Kings 2 308 hours, Binding of Isaac. Really? Oh, was it the original one? That's Binding of Isaac 1. 300 hours, EU free 292 hours, 7 days to die. Wow. 265 hours and 7 days to die. Did not even know. Darkest Hour 244 hours, Stellaris 225 hours. Imperator Rome, really? 220 hours, man. I played that a lot. Nuclear Throne 190, Rule the Waves 176, and then it goes down. Medieval, Gear City. Yeah, and we're getting to sub 100 hours. Because supposedly there's a port of EB in Rome remastered. There is a submod that supposedly adds India to the map. Is that EB1 or EB2? That is a rookie number for EU4. I have about 3,000 hours on that. Really? Okay. Well, I mean, well, if you have 3,000 hours on EU4, what can I say, man? You're lost. Like, you're done. I'm surprised that I even have, like, how much is this? Calculator 1437.5. Right, 60 days in Hearts of Iron 4. Like 60 straight days. That is crazy, man. That really is crazy. About 3,000 now. Oh, EB1. Alright, well, EB1 was fun. I'm not gonna say that it's not fun, but I migrated to EB2, which I think is. That's EB. Medieval. Yeah, 140. I was expecting more. I think this is basically just like 15 hours of me playing it alone and then 120 hours of Let's playing it. It's kind of funny because all of these games I Let's played, with the exception of Binding of Isaac, most I spent for me is around 13 hours at Panzercore. Oh man, you're a connoisseur. That game I wanted to play so much and I never really got to it. Did you play first or the second one? Because I played so much in of the original. What's it called? It's not Steel Panzers. Damn, the original game I forgot. What the hell is it called? You know what? You know the first one. The Jesus Christ, man, my brain is a mush today. Core, but no, Steel, no. Not Panzer Corps. I have it. Panzer General. Thank you. So I played Panzer General to exhaustion, and then when Panzer Corps came around, the price was like super crazy, and I was like, it was like 90 euro, and I was like, man, I'm a broke ass student because that was what 2011. Yeah, actually, I hit that 2011. So about the same about the time that I started Let's Playing. So I, put on my pirate hat and I downloaded it from torrent. Wanted to check it out, but I just couldn't get into it. I got like to mission number 2, and I was so incredibly bored. I don't know what it is with the game. It's just super unappealing to me. Like, I like this kind of type of games. You guys know that I like this type of games, and for some reason, I just couldn't get into it. I don't know why. It's the exact same formula, exact same graphics. It's just upgraded, but somehow it just put me off completely. Yeah, Fantasy General is one that actually I completely missed. I played the Fantasy General and the Allied campaigns, and I found about Fantasy General like a year ago. I somehow they say it was the best one of the series, and I never played it, which is just crazy to me. Like the fact that I actually didn't play the best one, I can't believe it. Reminded to never recommend War in the East. No, actually, if you're talking about Gary Grisby, that's a game that's on my like let's play list. Like I want to get into that one. The issue with that one is that I open it and I realized that I would need to read the entire manual, watch at least 2 let's plays, and spend maybe 50 hours running the game before I would be willing to make a fool out of myself on YouTube. And I don't have time even to read that book, the manual, because it's so complex. If I ever, because the one thing that you guys need to know is that I really don't have much time lately. So it's super hard for me to focus on more than a couple of games. And games like Suzerain are amazing for me because the mechanics are easy, but it builds upon your experience and your ideas and your uh, convictions and stuff like that, and you can play it without actually learning the game. But when it came to like I don't know the war in the East stuff like that, I look at it and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. But for some reason, the corporation that I work for now is really unbelievably strict when it comes to RET. They basically make sure that you cannot do anything on your work computer, and I have a super high tech laptop from them, but I can't even play a single movie on it. It's impossible to get anything in there. They blocked all of the USB ports. You cannot download anything. They block all of the sites. They have a mandatory VPN, and I spend a lot of time, on business trips. At least one long business trip every month, and I used to take the time and basically just sit down and play games that I'm interested in and learn them in my, when I had like 3, 4 hours in the hotel. And now I basically come to the hotel and I just go to sleep because I cannot do anything on it. So they removed this, and I was even thinking about taking my private laptop with me, but I would feel like an absolute moron just lobbing 2 laptops around. But I will just probably have to start doing that because otherwise it doesn't work for me because like I watch YouTube on my phone. That's all I do. Awesome music for its time, awesome artwork and graphics. You mean which one? Panzer General 1? More in the East it's like 60. Yeah, it's amazing, but like I started digging into it and I was like after an hour I was like, yeah, well this is as complex as I love it, but you just it's basically in black ice for EU for Hearts of Iron. Didn't EU1 has like 300-page manual? I think so. I mean, these games didn't used to have tutorial back then, so they put everything in the manual. That's why you get the second laptop for personal use. Yeah, I mean, I have one, but you know, I don't know. I'm just old school. Like I like to carry just one, and I have to carry both. You're right. I mean this is the thing. Like I'm such a boomer in some things. I'm like, yeah, but I have to carry. Dude, you're going by car. Like fucking throw it in the in the trunk. What are you talking about? What are you even complaining here about? Like you stay in a hotel and you're. I mean, I could even put it in the same bag as the other laptop. You know, there's enough space. So it's basically just a problem that I invented myself, and I'm sitting here bitching about something that's so simple to fix. uh, Fielded FG. Oh, Fantasy General. Okay. Hmm. When it comes to Fantasy General, I always remember the what was it called? Stabbed game. I forgot what the name. I defined it. Was it Castles? Castles one? No, that's not it. Jesus, it was that was a game like that came out long time ago that had this variety of units, but I forgot what it's called. Are you Gen Y? No, I'm a millennial. I was born in 1987. In August 1987, so I'm pushing 40 soon. Or actually, it's millennium. Millennium. Yeah, Gen Y is millennial. You're right. I just realized. Yeah. So you're a bit younger than you, am I? I'm 38 this year. No, I'm 39 this year. So, all right. So let's just do something. I very much enjoy chatting with you guys. I just don't want to bore you to death by ranting. So I think I can rant while we look at the static dread because I really just want to show it to you guys. I would like it if you uh enjoyed it as much as I do because the game. I'm gonna just play a little bit of it and show you what the game is like, and I hope that you will enjoy it. I installed it actually today. I just wanted to load. What? No, that's just a blank save file. I just tested that it works. Um, also, yes, it is Lovecraftian exactly, and it's one of the best horror games that I have seen recently. So let me just show it to you. I won't play it for long. I just want to show it to you. You check Clark Ashton Smith. Who is he? Is that from the book Fred? I don't recognize the name. Okay, so what the game is about is a powerful. I mean, it's gonna explain it itself. A powerful aurora has enveloped the entire globe. Due to the issues with navigation, port authorities have reactivated the old lighthouse. You were chosen to be its keeper. Yep. Is he connected to the Barbarian Conan discussion that we had? Radio receiver. Calling. Answer. Daughter, Daddy, why can't I see you? Is our phone broken? Why, for now, we can only hear him. Don't worry, it'll be fixed soon. Daddy has a very important job now. Don't worry, dear. We're going to be just fine. Every evening, we'll be on frequency 237. We love you. I love you too. All right. So what I really like about this game is the graphics. It I found it by accident when I was looking at the horror games that I might be interested in because I'll be absolutely honest. I don't know if he's ever gonna hear this, but I love throwing on Gust. my my the more he's complaining about me playing horror games, the more I enjoy it. So basically, you have a lighthouse here. Oh, okay. I can do it right now. I just played the first days, so I don't spoil it for myself. But in the lighthouse, you are the keeper, and you interact with people at the door through opening the doors, and you are stuck alone in the lighthouse, trying to get through the night shifts. And of course, as you know, it's a Lovecraftian game. Horrifying things start happening pretty quickly. I didn't encounter any yet, but even the first night is actually pretty interesting. So, courier, well, here's the last box. That's definitely everything. These supplies should last you for a while. So, I'm gonna take supplies. I'll be back in 2 days with a new shipment. Hope you'll still be around. Remind me, what's your name? Just call me Courier. My mother gave me a name that doesn't sound good around here, and I never came up with a shorter one for myself. What am I supposed to do? I'll keep an eye on the White House, that's it. How? Beats me. My job's simple, to bring you supplies. You just unpack everything and eat up, so you don't starve at nights during your shift. Alright. And he's giving me the money. So I assume that we're gonna be using money to purchase stuff as we're gonna go through. Um, this is what we have here. We have some drinks, and it shows you that you can get the sanity. There's some stuff here prepared for us on the table. We have a hat, and there's a number of rooms. Some of them are actually locked, so I assume that you're going to be able to unlock them later on. But you have your own place here, which you can search, and you find interesting little tidbits about the previous owner. I think that he disappeared, or the game heavily implies it, he did. To do list in the White House, adjust the antenna to a wide range and protect them from overload. Replace the fuses, check the White House rotation mechanism, get the crowbar out. Get out before sunset. Catch the ferry. Alright. So I'm gonna add this to the archive. Stuff the workers left here. Let me just. Do you guys hear the volume alright? Or is it not, or is it too loud, too silent? Calls out by the workers. Oh, I need to press E. I found some pistachios. Alright. What about here? Top drawer is locked. Bottom drawer has a picture, right? Anything else that we can check in here? There's a cross on the wall. Fine. Thanks for the confirmation. Alright, someone is calling me on the radio. This is basically the game's main mechanic. You talk with people over the radio. Is anyone there? What's taking so long? Hear you loud and clear. Fine, what took you so long? The shift's about to start. Let's make one thing clear right away. I'm the boss here, and you call me Chief. I don't care who you were at the port before all of this. Now you're demoted to a button pusher at some lighthouse, and for some reason the port decided to waste a fortune on you. They even dragged some reporters here. I'll send you the clipping. So there's a little bit of a news that we get. I assume that this is going to be an everyday occurrence. Seafaring is safe and sound. This afternoon, the port superintendent announced an emergency reactivation of the White House. Outsmouth? Oh, okay, that's an Innsmouth. Innsmouth reference. The station, which for many years has been operating in an automatic mode, is now manned by harbor staff. This will help preserve seafaring in the harbor during the time and the usual navigation. During the time when the usual navigation is no longer available. Good article. If you work hard, maybe they'll write about you one day. Alright, back to work. The sun's almost to be done. You don't seem cheerful. I have to sit here all night checking if you mess anything up. He is a total dick. Like, really. It was also simple before with automatics running the navigation. But no, I've got to sit here all night now, praying nothing goes wrong. What I need to do, this is gonna tell me what I need to do, and I already know that. So we can talk to our family at 247 frequency. This is how you basically move around the radio, and you're trying to search for people calling you, and you talk with them over the radio, and you try to get an idea about what's going on. Response received. Family. Home, this is White House. Do you copy? Daddy! When are you coming back? Wife, shh, quiet now. Let me talk. Hi. I'll be here for a week. Daddy, will you bring me a toy? How was the trip? Everything alright? Everything at the White House is so old. It's reliable though, still standing after so long with all the wind and stormy waves. That's rough. Alright, I'm just glad you made it and called. We really need to get some sleep now. Say bye-bye to Daddy. I love you, Daddy. I love you too. That was sweet. Love you. Okay, and now we can start the shift. No, I don't think there's any music. Okay, this one is also closed. There will be music now that we actually turn on the White House and start the game. So we can go up the White House and have a look up here. This is what we see. And this is what's blocking the navigation. There's just this weird aurora. I assume these are gonna, be used as well later on. Not sure what they're used for now. And everything here is just closed. So I assume, again, we're gonna get... Oh, we found a painting. Alright, I didn't even know about that. And you just have to survive through the night. Someone is calling me on the radio. So check it out. This is Chief. Let's get straight to it. Things aren't looking great. What's the problem? Try looking out of the window. Maybe it'll click. But the Aurora messed everything up. Fried all the electronics. And now the radio's acting up too. We used to work through channel 16. Now it's just noise, like most other frequencies. So now ships scan around for empty channels and call the port there. You gotta listen to the frequencies, pick up a ship signal, and then guide them. I got it, I think. Let's test it. Alright, she's gonna just call me on the random frequency. You can use these. Signal from Chief received. It auto-tunes. There you go, found me. Not so hard, right? Now that you get the ship signal, you need to request a navigation form. Hang on, I'm printing a test sheet for you. I know all of this already. Let's prove it. So he wants to go to Blackford Port. So we basically have to always navigate the ships the right way to the port where they want to. And there's a bunch of other places around the map, so I assume it's gonna get harder and harder. It's a little bit like, or I found this when I was searching for games like Papers, Please. I was interested in something of that type. And I assume it's gonna be a bit more complex as the game is gonna go out. Ships must be guided to the designated port if the port is not in the form guide them to Blackford. And I assume there's gonna be more and more instructions as these games usually go. Understood. I'll get to work. Alright, and he's telling me that we shouldn't let anyone in the White House, which I'm gonna violate almost immediately. there's this guy called, well, young man, I forgot his name, but good evening, Keeper. Didn't expect to see a living soul out here. Name's Jackie. Oh, Jackie, that's the name. Captain of the Sturgeon. You've probably heard of me. They sound the best fishermen on this island. Nice to meet you. You too, of course. It's real important to know the man who'll be guiding you into port. I brought you with a gift. It's the journal of the old White House keeper. Here, take it. Something awful happened to the first keeper. So bad, they didn't send anyone out here for a long time after. They say there's 3 of these journals, and if you collect them all, you'll learn what happened to the first keeper. Maybe you'll figure out where the other 2s are from the notes and solve the mystery. So I'm the second keeper? Exactly, imagine that, huh? When the first keeper and his family disappeared, they shut the place down right away. Only reopened it when they started automating things. But by then, there weren't any keepers, just occasional maintenance workers. Why are you awake? I'm heading out at dawn and I can't get a shut-eye as usual. Maybe it's the Aurora, or just nerves. Heard from some sailors that a new island popped up near Nova Scotia. Me and the crew are planning to check it out and report back to the university. Good luck. One more thing, you see, I have this tradition sneaking up to the White House before a voyage to watch the sunrise. It helps me connect with the sea. I've done this since I was a kid. Fills me with energy. Mind if I come in here? I promise I won't touch a thing. Alright, come in. I'm just doing it despite the chief because he is such a monster. I hate him so much. So I'm just gonna eat something. And we can start the game. I think there should be someone calling us very soon. Maybe not. Ah, okay, there we go. A ship is waiting for a signal. So you can see them, sort of, from the window. Over there, signaling you. And let's search for frequency. They might be on one of these. Radio chatter. We see a strange creature washed ashore. Wait, something else is coming out of its womb. It looks like a human. There's a placenta attached to its hand. And it started crying. And that's it. So you basically just listen to this random radio chatter and you're trying to navigate to the ships. Ship signal received. White House, we're approaching. Blue Captain Tim Ahmed. Do you copy? Are you doing okay? The crew's restless. One of the sailors said he heard singing from the water. Out about on the route. The sea is quiet, but the horizon looks oddly murky. It's like there's a haze. So let's check the document. He wants to go to... It's a passenger vessel. They're going from Greystone to Blackford. So, just gonna give them what they want. This part is super easy, but again, this is the first day, so I assume it's gonna get progressively hard. Does the game have a sanity system? Yes, it does. It actually does. Copy that proceeding along your course. That's why I was eating. Wait, I don't think it... Yeah, it shows here, perk energy, and I know there would be more perks as you go through, like sanity and stuff. Weird stuff is gonna start happening. You can see it already now. I thought the villagers would all be asleep, but someone is standing outside staring at the White House. It really has a huge Lovecraftian vibe. What the hell was that? Also, there's this thing, which tells me that we're not gonna be alone in here. There's a fancy clock that actually shows you the time. Here we have the money. Feels like someone's standing between the trees. No, it looks like it, doesn't it? A ship is waiting for your signal. You can get progressively more tired if you do not eat. I actually nearly collapsed one time, so... I assume that it's gonna get harder and harder again as you progress the game. Signal ship received. White House, do you copy? This is Captain Drake from the Coast Guard. While patrolling the islands, we came across a few sailors. Someone stole their ship and left them adrift on a small boat. Have you heard anything suspicious over the radio? What exactly should I have been listening for? Maybe someone used the ship's call signal but didn't know where to sail. I don't know. Radar's comms. Nothing's working with this aurora in the sky. Feels like we've been thrown back to the Stone Age. It'll clear up eventually. The question is how much damage will be done and how many people will get hurt before it's over. Alright, we'll try to catch them the old-fashioned way. Sorry for bothering you. Alright, well. You can actually get out here and look at the antenna. I think there might be something wrong with it later on again. So a lot of mechanics are hinted at, but again, as I played just the first day, musical interlude. The melody dissolves into the noise of the broadcast. Ship signal received. Come in, static. Vessel, your signals weak. Please repeat. This is Vessel Pluto. Do you copy? I can barely hear you. Sorry, I think I managed to fix it. We're having issues with the electronics. This is Captain Z of the transport ship Pluto requesting routing to port. Cargo container ship. They're coming from Gishen and they're going to New Orleans. How did you find yourself in the harbor of Blackford? All satellite navigation systems have malfunctioned. The aurora makes it almost impossible to navigate by the stars. It seems we've gone far off course. I'm right, you did. Any issues? Now forgive me, the entire ship has been one big problem ever since the aurora started. I think the aurora, all the boxes started glowing and shimmering with every color of the rainbow. At one point they even started singing, like a choir. It was terrifying. I really want to unload this cargo at the port. What are you carrying? Microelectronics, phones, tablets, more devices, fully loaded. I'm not sure any of it works now, but the suppliers and the insurers would deal with that. I've done my part. Now the whole crew just wants to get ashore. So let's have a look. Now they're going to New Orleans. We don't have that on the map, so we're just gonna route them to Blackford instead, so they can take some rest. Receive the form. Thank you. Proceeding to the port. Conqueror, just like the stream issues. Oh yes, of course. Keeper's memo. Some. What was that noise? Oh yeah, it's this thing. Is everything alright? Keeper. You're supposed to guard the light, yet you let that sailor near the lamp. Now he'll have to pay the price. Don't let anyone gaze upon the light. It's yours. Yours for now. So I have no idea what this is, but I assume it's gonna be some dark entity. Are you broadcasting from a vessel? I'm close, Keeper. I'm watching you. What's gonna happen to Jackie? Nothing good. He saw the light. You shouldn't look at the light. Leave the work frequency. You don't understand. I'm not leaving as long as you're here. Turn off the radio, get into bed, and in the morning, run. Run from this lighthouse as far as you can, or the darkness will consume you. I will consume you. Static dread. Alright, I'm starting to get really tired now, so we need to... Oh god, we need to eat something like right now. Let me have a drink and eat something. Old fisherman. Well, who do we have here? I'm the new lighthouse keeper. Ah, look at you, all fancy. Something ain't right about the lighthouse though, Vicky. Darkness got it all wrapped up tight. You best be watching that the light don't go out, and try not to doze off yourself, or it'll all go south. Here, take this fish and eat up. Burning energy at night will wear you down, and fish got all the good stuff in it. Eat it to stay awake, and take it. Go on, eat up, it'll do you good. Well, I'll be off to see if I can catch something else. Take care now. The lighthouse feels wrapped in darkness. I need to keep the light inside on to stop the darkness from creeping in. Okay, and weird stuff starts happening, like lights go out and where's the light? Okay. Incoming signal. The lighthouse is off. Go figure it out. It's either the switch or the lamp itself. Without the light, you won't guide the ships very far. Alright. Okay, that fixed the problem. By the way, we let Jackie in and he's right here. We can talk to him. Nah, keeper. What have you from up here? Thanks for letting me in. Are you leaving in the morning? Yeah, we want to explore that area the fishermen were talking about, where the new island surfaced. Maybe we'll find something interesting. Then come back to the fishing and home. I'm planning to make it back before sunset. Don't want to get lost at the sea in the night. So I'll talk to him more when I record this. I'm just trying to showcase the game to you. Weird stuff started appearing. And I mean, this is the first night, so I'm pretty sure that it's gonna get super bad eventually. The fact that it's, yeah, like you stay in the light. It's pretty much the... Can you turn it on? Oh yeah, I can turn it on. All right. So you stay in the light or bad stuff is gonna happen. That's what, Fabian asked about the sanity system. I think that as, when you turn off the light. Wait, where's the switch? You start losing sanity because you can immediately see that, he starts flipping the hell up. Okay, we're gonna ship, trying to. The fact that you can look out the window like this is telling me that one day you're gonna see something else than a ship there. So is the sample good? Are you kidding? That's the craziest stuff I've ever tried. I've never had anything like it. Not on broadcast, you know the price. You know the place too. New shipments coming in real soon. So those are probably drug dealers. Ship signal received. White House, do you copy? This is Captain Drake. We got them. Those bastards hijacked a small yacht and packed it full of some weird drugs. From the looks of it, this is the ship that was bringing 2 more keepers to your White House. We drifted too far out in the sea. Guide us back to the port. What do you mean about weird drugs? It looks like, I don't even know, blue, maybe even slightly cyan crystals. It's the meth. But they kind of go from the inside. I wouldn't dare try it. We'll head over to the lab in the city to figure out what kind of poison it is. Is everyone okay? Both keepers are dead. The poor fellows were thrown overboard and got smashed on the rocks. I actually skipped over this because I'm not showing you all of the day, but we were supposed to rotate. There was supposed to be 3 of us, and it tells you at the end of the first day that you're gonna be the only one working here alone for, I think, like 2 weeks, something like that was mentioned. I feel sorry for them. Seems like you'll be working alone for a while now. The boat captain is alive. They tied him up and hid him in the cargo hold. Alright, so to Blackford. This ain't Breaking Bad. I think it's Breaking Bad, man. Or it's a reference. Understood, give me a moment. Thank you, proceeding to port. Seems like someone in the port was helping the pirates. Someone's been covering for them all this time before they all arrived. I'm pretty sure it was the chief. He's such a bad character when you talk to him that I'm sure he's somehow involved in this. It's just a hunch for now, but stay alert, please. Drake out. Okay, so what's the time? Oh, it's almost morning, 5 o'clock. Someone's calling me on the radio. White House, come in. This is the chief. So you're scared all alone at the White House? Everything's fine. Good, good. But I'm more interested in something else. Come on, spill it. Did you let anyone into the White House? I didn't let anyone in. Good, good. Remember, the White House isn't your property, and it sure as hell ain't your home. The White House belongs to Port Blackford, and you're working there for a hefty paycheck, by the way. Gotta say, your work was mediocre at best. Can't imagine why they even let you be a White House keeper. Go to hell. Oh, I'll be going alright. Home, to my warm, cozy bed. Don't catch a cold out there. See you tomorrow. And that's the day. So we basically can just go to bed here. When you press this, the day is over. And you can read about the story of the keeper. You read the first, you read the first page before the day 2. But yeah, this is the game. So what do you guys think? I plan to let's play it probably very soon because I'm really interested in seeing what the game is like, and it doesn't seem to be long. Like every day is probably this length, so you can just good setup for episodes. I kind of like it, and I don't want to spoil the game for myself more than necessary before I start playing. So I never really went past this moment. I know that if you open the door, I think the fisherman is there. That's the only thing that I did. Yeah, it's him. Well, here I'm again. So Wiki, everything out of order? Oh, I know treating you alright. Are you giving me fish again? Ha, dream on it. Put my blood and sweat into that fish. They pay good money for it in the village. But I'll get you a special price on it today right now. So you can buy stuff from him. And he offers you stuff like an oil lamp, a fishing rod, and some fish. And I assume that we're gonna get paid every 2 days some money that we can then spend. $400 for 2 days of work is really damn good money, if you ask me. I wish I was paid this well. Oh yeah, and this is the sanity perk, so it's exactly what Fabian was asking about. So now we have 2 perks. I think there's gonna be more. I don't know. Again, never played it beyond that. So we have energy and sanity. And I think, wait. Did I see that something gave you gave alertness? Ah, and you give sanity. The fish gives sanity. All right. So I guess you can go pretty crazy here. Oh yeah, and a bottle of whatever this is. It looks like an emergency. Is this like bread with butter and jam, or is that like a meat chop, pork chop, something? I'm not sure. So what now? I mean, you could always try a Portal 2. Well, I actually wanted to look at mm, at the Rule the Waves 3. If you guys are into it, I wanted to check what's new in the battles. Have you guys watched the Let's Play that I did of Rule the Waves? Or was that something that you were not interested in? I'm just wondering if you guys have a background on that game and you watched it. I think Fabian was watching it, right? I'm not sure about you, Conqueror, if you liked it or watched it. I was kind of shocked that I recorded so many episodes. But the fact that well, I never checked it out. It's an amazing game. I can show you actually what the game is like. Maybe you'll be interested in a let's play, given I have a job. that hurt in the meow meow man. That was really a low blow. No, what I would Ultimate General Dreadnoughts, and it takes up a lot of my time. Yeah, well, I mean, jobs does that. That's what they pay us for, don't they? So that you can pay up boring stuff like rent and stuff. Um, so let me just show you the game. Maybe it's something that you guys will like, and you can check out the let's play because it was really really fun. It is the Rule Waves free is actually basically um, a well thought out Aurora game type. It really puts graphics to the sideline. It is purely. Let me actually check. I have a save file here from when I played, and I don't think that. Which one is the latest one? September 1929. I'm not sure if it's gonna load. Oh, it does load. All right, so this is what the game looks like. Um, it's amazing. It really is amazing. I'm gonna just run through it, and then I'm gonna show you what's new in the expansion, and we can do some battles because that's what they actually did. So you have the world map. There's neutral countries like Libya, for example, is neutral. Morocco, it starts in 1890, I think, at the age of the dreadnoughts, and then you have the countries. There's I think six. There's United States, there's United Kingdom, there's Spain, there's China, Austria-Hungary, Italy, Germany, and I think that's all. Oh, Japan. Japan is there. So these great powers basically vie over the world. They fight and they move their ships around. The best part of this game is is the fact that you design all of the ships yourselves. So this is the list of the ships that I actually have available right now that I had in the Let's Play. I played for, wow, what was it, 40 years at this point. And you have each one of those ships and you design them just from the bottom up. You design what kind of weapons they're gonna have, what guns they're gonna carry, what type they're gonna be, how big they're gonna be. You manage the budget, and you're the admiralty. So you can see we have a yearly budget, monthly budget. We pay maintenance, construction. You build submarines. You can see that I'm building a ton of ships right now because we're quite late in the game, or like halfway through. So right now I'm building one light cruiser of the Aquila class, one Cormoran light cruiser, and then I'm building a lot of destroyers. You have submarines, which operate. We have different displacement. You work with coastal fortifications, and here are all of the ships that we lost or scrapped. So you can see some of them very old one. So the first ships that we actually scrapped was in 1905. We scrapped 4 ships of the very old type, like the Columbia, which was a 1890 600-ton ship with just dinky tiny guns, it was a Corvette. And I also, yeah, okay, it was four Corvettes that I scrapped. And then in 1907, I scrapped our first battleship, which was Donau, built in 1898, which was actually kind of a big ship. I think this was the original ship that we actually started with, but I refitted it. Yeah, there's a refit. So it was built in 1890 at the start of the game, and I refitted it in 1898. And then in 1907, I just scrapped it because it was useless. And then oh no, I didn't scrap it. They were sunk. I'm reading this wrong. They were sunk in the battle over the Mediterranean. And together with them, the Danzig of the Lübeck class was sunk. So these are the ships um, that we had, and you can see a couple bunch of ships were mined here, um, and you design like everything in the game. Let me just show you how the design should works because this is the best part of the game. As you go through the game, you have wait, what is it? Here you have research. So you have a lot of areas of research where you have machinery development, you have armor development, hull constructions, fire control, subdivisions, turrets, ship designs, armor-piercing projectiles, light forces and torpedo warfare, torpedo technology, submarines, anti-submarine warfare, explosive shells, anti-aircraft artillery, naval aviation, shipboard aircraft operations, amphibious operations, and naval guns. And all of these, you decide on the priority, and based on your research budget, you have a chance every month, every turn is a month, that there's going to be a breakthrough. And you can see how many breakthroughs we have in each of the things, and new things happen. Like if you, for example, work with, which would be a good example. If you okay, ship design will eventually unlock submarines for you. As you work with submarines, you get anti-submarine warfare, and so on and so on. So you expand on that, and you then go and you can start designing ships. And based on the technologies that you have available, you can go and design various types of ships, including at this point we can also do aircraft carriers, we can do heavy cruisers. It was amazing. I think I'm gonna open some of the designs that we already have. Hold on, I haven't played it in a while. So how do you do it? Ships in service. Ships under construction. Wait, I think it's build ship. No, but I need to design ship, and there should be big glass name. There's an open, or do I have to? I would have to redesign it, won't I? Details. Yeah, it doesn't. Right, they changed the design a little bit. I haven't played it in a while, so. All right, but let's actually there is an auto design button here where you just if we go with heavy cruiser, for example, where was the autofill? Use national, auto place, auto mount. I think you should make a carrier. All right, well, let's make a carrier. I'm going to show you how it works. So you have your shipyards. So you can see the area and base overviews, and you can see what kind of base capacities you have. And then you have, where's the ships in service? No, it's here, dock size. So we can build ships up to 37,500 tons. So if you want to design an aircraft carrier, we can go all the way to that size. Oh yeah, it also shows you here. You can build it in your own dockyard or other countries. So let's say we're gonna build a 25,000 tons carrier. I'm gonna have it named Europa. And we're gonna have a low. No, let's have a normal freeboard. And then you design this side on everything that the ship is gonna have. So we're gonna say we wanted to go 20 knots. I think I have the coal and turbine available. So with this speed and this size, we're gonna be putting about 6,500 tons of machinery on it. So then you just design how armored it's gonna be. So let's say we want about coverage of 2. I want a 2-inch deck armor, deck extended a little bit just to cover the bombs. Conning tower is gonna have 2 inches. Turret's gonna well, turret's not gonna well, yeah, let's put 4 inches on turrets and 2 on top. And secondary guns are gonna have 1 inch. So again, you see that we still have 15,000 tons remaining, but then you actually have to decide also on the guns. So we're gonna put main guns on it, and well, actually, because this is a carrier, it would make more sense to just put secondary guns on it, because we don't want to put any primary guns. So I'll just put I'll have them in casemates, and we're gonna put 100 rounds per gun, and we're gonna put how many? 20 guns on it. So that would still give us 13,888 tons of weight remaining, which is actually pretty cool, because we can go to additional armament, and we want to have a flight deck, and we're gonna put a capacity for 50 airplanes. All right, it still is okay. We can go a little bit further. Let's go 60. So we're still gonna have about 5,000 tons available. We need a couple of catapults. So let's make one catapult forward, and we're gonna put one on aft. We don't want any missile launchers because we don't have any available, but you get, the game runs all the way to 1975. You can put mines on it, depth charge throwers. We can actually put where is it? To incline belt we don't want, but there is a way how you can put on. Damn, I forgot. There was something guns. Yeah, we need light AA guns, so we're gonna put, let's put 20 AA guns and 10 medium ones. We'll need some directors on that. Cross-stack fire is useless for this ship. But there was a, here it is, torpedo defense. So if you wanted to put, okay, well, we still have a ton of weight remaining. Hey man, welcome to the stream. How are you? We're just looking at the Rule the Waves 3 game. Right now I'm showing how the game design works. So this is a really pretty good design. We need a long range though, so that already puts us to only 1,300 tons available. Yeah, I just did that actually. Once you said that. I would also like to have it focus on reliability, which makes the engines a little bit bigger. And we can actually, could we increase the speed a little bit? 22 knots is, that's pretty good for a carrier. You could put a little bit more on the deck armor and the conning tower. Magazine box. Unit machinery. All right. So we're done, basically. So you get the weight, and you have everything here prepared. As we're using only the secondary guns, then this would be actually pretty good as it is, and you can actually use the visuals here to just make the design of the ship. I can put various things on it. I can put, conning towers, and I can design what it's gonna look like, which is what you can actually see. For example, I think I have a carrier actually. I have a couple, if I'm not mistaken. I either built some or I was planning to. Nope, I don't have any. Do we have any design for carrier? I wanted to show you, but I don't think. Not any outdated designs either. No, we have the aircraft, what's it called? AV. I forgot what that is called in English. It's seaplane carrier. So we have a seaplane carrier. Do we have any? Yeah, we do have a couple in service. So you can see these carry a couple of ships. They have 8 aircraft, some medium anti-air guns. So I was experimenting before. Oh no, we do have one carrier, Wilhelm II. So here you can see what the design of the ship can look like when you're done with it. So you can see it has six-inch guns. It oh actually that's a rebuild of a battleship, which was refitted in 1899. And we rebuilt it into a carrier in 1950. And so yeah, it's a conversion carrier. And there's no picture available, but it carries about 18 aircraft. It is a yeah, because it was a battleship. It is a 9-inch belt armor and a 2-inch deck, and it's going 22 knots, which is pretty cool considering it has like only 12,000 tons. Man, this is the oldest ship. I remember that. Damn, actually, give me. Uh, hey Fabian, yeah, enjoy your evening. I hope you're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna actually show you guys something. Give me a sec. Um, I have where do I have it? I think I had it somewhere here on the YouTube pictures. Yes, yes. So what I was doing when I was playing the game, I actually created these PowerPoint presentations for people who were watching the Let's Play, and it was about the state of the country. And I was tracking what the tonnage per nation is, how we were actually developing. You can see Germany is over here. So we were about, halfway. The United States had the most in 1929, most tonnage. They actually added quite a lot. Great Britain not so behind, not so had behind, and we were third. And you can see how the changes of the tonnage combined changed. What the comparison was relative, how many we had across the years. So in 1890 we started with only 8.42% of the total navy. Great Britain had nearly 30%. United States had 6.21, and in 1929 United States have 16.26% of all of the tonnage. We are up to 14.39%, and Russia started at 15%, and we locked in many combats with them, and we got them all the way down to 6%. Poor Spain started at less than 6% and are still like less than 6%. They were actually in the 1910s, they were completely decimated. There's the yearly budget that the game gives you, so you can see we had some spikes, and we had some recessions going on. Here we have the technologies, and then I had designs of the ships. So you can see that we had the Deutsche Kaiser class here, which was actually built in 1892. It's already obsolete, but we still have one of the ships working as a conversion carrier, and we rebuilt two into heavy cruisers because they were no longer fit to be called battleships. So even though originally they started as 12,000-ton battleships, I have moved them into the heavy cruiser classes. So they were all refitted. I still have a pretty good speed for their size, And then I went with all of the battleships that I was building. So you can see that in 1899 we built a Donau class battleship. We built two of them, and one was lost in the line of duty at Foce in a battle against Italy. And Rhine class battle cruisers we built two in 1909, and I refitted them in 1917 with 22,000 tons battleships. Why are heavy cruisers of the German fleet named after Bavarian kings? I mean, I'm having kind of a, free reign in the naming, and then I kind of liked the naming. And then I started building battle cruisers. I stopped building battleships, and we started with Berwyn class battle cruiser built in 1929, a 24,000-ton ship. It had a pretty good guns for its time. It had three dual 14-inch guns, one forward, two aft. It also had a torpedo tube and had a 12-inch narrow belt. And as you go through the time, we currently have. Okay, so just the Valkyrie class. I found that I had more of them, but in 1919 we built three Valkyrie class battle cruisers. They were almost 20,000 tons, and you can see that they have smaller guns, but they had four of them, and it had 14 5-inch guns as secondary. So it was a kind of a different different design, and they also had a smaller belt. So, for that time, they were much smaller, but I think they were faster. Yeah, 26 knots compared to 28 knots. So I was just doing, like uh, playing with the fleets. We had some heavy cruisers, light cruisers, and so on. And I really enjoyed it, like destroyers, designing it. And we ended the well, actually, we didn't end the let's play, but I paused it. Here's the officers that we had, what their capacity was. We unfortunately had a lot of below average and average officers on a couple that were actually pretty good. And these are the retired ships. So this is the battleship that we started with, 7,100 tons. It has 16 knots speed, and we retired them, all of them, in 1911 because they were just useless. We tried to rebuild them in 1903 to make them a little bit better, but it didn't work. And these are just the ships that we used to have but that I retired. So I was giving like an update on the state of the navy every single time I was playing, and I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I have to say I enjoyed the playthrough quite a lot. And what I actually wanted to show you guys today was that they did in the game. They started this. It's called expanded battles. And they have scenarios. You want to return to the rule of the waves free? Actually, yeah. I was surprised that the game is still compatible with the old save file, so I could just pick up and continue where I left off. I think that I recorded like 100 episodes or something. Or it might actually be too ambitious. Let me just check. But I really enjoyed it. The playthrough was really good. Hold on, let me just double check how many what episodes I did. Rule the waves. Yeah, I did 80 episodes. 80 episodes of the game, and we ended in 1928. That was the last save file that was playing. And what I kind of enjoyed is that they added this scenario in the DLC. They added these scenarios that you can now play, which are real life battles, and you can also create your own custom scenarios. And you have saved games here, which you can play. And they also put in a ship designer, so now you can just design any kind of ship that you want, whatever you want it to be. And you can decide on what the design year is going to be. So for example, I can play with it a little bit and say, okay, I want to see a 1910 destroyer. Where's the opening this thing? Is it this one? This is the auto. Yeah, they changed the interface a little bit. So when I want to see what a 1910 destroyer would look like in the game, you can see that they create a 900-ton destroyer with just a couple of 4-inch guns, no secondaries, no armor, but it's extremely fast. It has 31 knots of speed, and it has a lot of torpedo tubes. So this is a hunter killer ship for the um, heavy ships, like battleships and everything. And you go into, for example, 1945, and you have it auto design it. It's gonna show you a completely different ship. It's now almost double the size. It's still faster. It has the same amount of guns, but they are now dual. They're probably dual purpose too. Yeah, dual purpose. So these also double down as aircraft, anti-aircraft guns. It has a heavy suit of anti-aircraft. It has less was torpedo launches, but it now has 4 tubes instead of the one that it had before. And you can go even further and say, okay, let me see what a 1960 um, destroyer would look like, and it's going to design you yet another one. So this would be almost a 5,000-ton destroyer. You can see the design is completely changed. It now has dual forward and aft guns. It still has no armor for some reason. Like the engine really hates designing armor on these ships, but it is 32 knots. It is dual purpose gun. It is an autoloader. It has a heavy suit, radar, increased elevation, and oh, it actually has a helipad. So it's carrying a helicopter now. Okay. It has a lot of. It doesn't have any mines or depth charge problem, but it has anti-submarine warfare mortars, enhanced sonar, towed array, and it has missile launchers. So and the missiles. Ah, okay. So there's no missile design for this one. And you can even go all the way to the end of the game, which is 1975, and it will design you a completely new ship, almost 8,000 tons, heavy guns. It has secondaries. It probably has even it has more missile launchers. It has a helipad as well, though. 2 helicopters, anti-submarine warfare, spacious accommodation, medium range. It's based on the oil turbine engine, and it finally has an armor. And you can see here that it has the helipad in the back. So pretty good. And the sons of the German Reichskrieg flag. I mean, you do what you have to do, you know. It works for carriers as well. Like you can look and say, okay, show me what a 1915 carrier would look like. And it's gonna auto design for you something really basic. Yeah, 7,500 tons carrier with a couple of guns, has a bit of a belt, a very small carrier with 9 aircraft on it. But once you start going a little bit further, 1935, you will see the game really leans into it. It's a 15,200 tons aircraft carrier now with 32 aircraft. It has more guns, more armor. It is faster, significantly faster. When you go to 1950, it's going to design a completely different ship for us. Yeah, 14,700 aircraft carrier. You can see that it actually has jets on it now. A little bit slower. It's probably going to have, it has 28 aircraft on it, but it's capable of having jets. As deck edge tilts, it has catapults. So it is a jet design, jet, jet, I guess jet capable design is the best one. And when we go to the last one and ask it to design a carrier, it's a light carrier, so 13,500 tons, 28. You can also go with a full-sized carrier, and it's going to create a 20,000 ton carrier for you. It's just still very small. Can you design me something bigger? How about I give you, let's say, 50,000 tons as... No, it doesn't want to design anything that big. 22,000, I guess, is the most we get from it. 78 jets. Wait, this one is not jet capable. In 1975, that is an error. What does that do to yeah, and weight remaining is absolutely heinous. For some reason, it doesn't want to design a jet capable aircraft in 1975. Okay, that's a bug. I think I broke it with all of the designs. So you make a design, will it auto update if you change the design year of it? Well, that's an interesting thing. I haven't played with this one that much. So let's have a look. Let's look at... Let's do a cruiser. Or... Let's actually look at... I don't know what a seaplane carrier would look like in 1975. 6,000 tons, Groening. And if I change the design here now to 1960... No, it doesn't. That's a preset. So it doesn't change the technology. But I can manually ask it to design a new one, and it will update it. So this one is set up. It works, I think, only if you use it before you actually design the ship. And actually, I love that they have a scenario designer here. I want to play with it a little bit. I don't have anything that I've done with this one, but you can add minefields, search areas, submarines, aircraft. Oh, that's actually something that I want to show you guys. Um, I haven't. This is like my favorite part of one of the favorite parts of the game. There is a huge amount of aircraft in the game, but the way it works is you do not design the aircraft. The game designed them for you, and it's amazing. You basically have a wait, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Aircraft types. Can I do it here? No. Here it is. Request proposal. So I say, hey, I want a fighter, and why can I do that? Oh, because I have a fighter request and proposal. Okay, so you go ahead and you say, look, I want a torpedo bomber, for example, and it will then you go and you request a torpedo bomber and you say I want it to be focused on bombing capacity and speed, and the game will actually design for you a couple of aircraft and offer them to you, and you choose which one you want. So you can see that we have some designs from Heinkel that we're using, a fighter which was designed 1924. Then we have a Messerschmitt 4-point Scout, Focke-Wulf medium bomber, Fiesel torpedo bomber, Heinkel Naval Patrol, and then we have a 4-point Scout here, which was actually twice upgraded. So the company that is designing and building these actually came to us and said, "Look, we upgraded this design. We hope we know that you're using it, and here we have more of them." So you're not actively designing these; the actual designing companies in the game come to you and they offer you the stuff, which is uh, which is actually really ingenious design, which I greatly enjoy and I really, really like it. The management, oh yeah, the 262. It was a great aircraft. Like you have to give it to the Germans. That was a great aircraft. Like there, I even like the comment, which was like a that was a completely crazy design. But then Messerschmitt 260, I mean, it came way too late to change anything. But I know how afraid the pilots were when they first encountered it. They were completely unprepared for its speed. Though it didn't maintain it for long. I think it had like what was it, 20 minutes of fuel, something like that. So it really wasn't capable of doing any extended missions. But you know, when it was launched to defend an airbase, it was amazing. So you can see here like how the designs actually arranged against each other, what kind of like maneuverability they have, firepower. So obviously our medium bomber has almost no maneuverability, but it's the most tough airplane that we have. Its firepower is extremely limited though, but it can carry an insane amount of bombs. Um, what do you mean German tank designs during the war? Like I know them very well. And you can see that we have some in service. We don't actually have any medium bombers. I don't actually know why we don't have any medium bombers here. Just kind of weird. This is why you get. I'm just making things of anti-aircraft. Oh, okay, okay, like that. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. And you know, when it comes to the game, you also organize the ships into divisions and you have actual commanders. One of the things that I didn't like is that you cannot actually rename the commanders. I think that there was never any availability to do that. But I can actually see the officers here. Okay, we can do that now. Cool. That was not a possible. Man, they worked on this like it was cure for cancer. There's so many new things in the game. I haven't played it in. When was the last time did I check it? Yeah, I still have it open. So the last episode that I uploaded was. Oh wow, 1st of November 2024. Interesting. I did not think that was that late, man. I'm so old. I am so old. Well, but you know you have a lot of possibilities here. So I might actually start a new campaign if I'm thinking about it, because you know I don't know if I would like to get back into this one. but starting a new one could be a lot of fun. Using the experience that I have with the game. But yeah, what I actually wanted to do here was have a look at the custom scenarios. As Austria-Hungary, yeah, there is Austria-Hungary, and it's one of the hardest, uh, nations that you can play. Austria-Hungary, they start with just terrible budget. When you look at UK, they have like 21,500 euro budget, and you start with 13,140. You have 9,000 duckyard. UK has 15,000. They have a lot of advantages, and you have, well, torpedo technology and bonus triple turrets. that's, that's not that's not great. That is not great. Oh, and they added custom nations. I have to check that because it could be kind of fun to think of maybe adding something like Ottoman Empire or something like that, if that works, and play like the Ottomans. Oh yeah, well, like Austria-Hungary, I actually had a vote about the nation. Like the worst one is either Spain, which has the lowest budget, and they also have Cuba, and they need to defend against American invasion. They got colonies, and they're just completely outmatched. Or China, which actually starts with the lowest budget and the smallest dock size, so you actually have to like actively ask other nations to build ships for you because you cannot do it yourself, and that is actually like crazy to me. And you also have a lot of settings here, like you can decide what the fleet size is going to be, what the research rate is going to be, the tech variation, what it's going to be, AI advantage, slower aircraft development, what's the max air size base. So there's a lot of, and there's also preferences here for game and settings, like how you play the game and what you do with it. So, but let me actually, I just want to look for some error bot. All right, so let me just have a look at a scenario because I wanted to look at the which one was it? The Rheinberg, which is the conflict between Bismarck and Prince Eugene and the British Navy. So we can have a look how the scenarios work. We'll try out China, see how it's like. If I restart the game, I would probably have a vote. I'm not gonna do that anytime soon, but once I I have an unfortunate habit at this point of starting too many Let's Plays. I need to wrap up some of them, and at least some of them, before I start anything new. I know that I said I want to start doing the Static Dread, but that one is going to be relatively short. It's like, I don't know, if it's 20 days, then it's going to be like 20 episodes. So I could wrap that one up pretty quickly. Let's have a look at this one. We're going to play this Germany, first of all, historical deployment. Here's a historical deployment. Any preferences? Pause on a hit on all ships. Pause on identification all ships. Open fire message. Flotation damage warning. All ships. I want to know what's going on. Float plane launch. Air combat messages. New report. Torpedo hit. Missile hit. So no scenario selected. Okay. Well, that is a problem. So Rheinberg. And let's play. I'm actually interested in how it's gonna play, because it's a pretty good game. I'm really interested in what it's gonna be like. All right, so here's our shapes. What are you doing, game? It's morning as mist, and we can see 26,000 yards. That's actually pretty decent. We have Bismarck and Prince Eugene here. And where's my ships here? So Bismarck, what are you like? Oh, you are a beauty. 50,300 tons. 850 each guns. 12 6-inch guns. 16 4-inch guns. And these are dual purpose. And look at that anti-air. That is crazy. And it's even 5-inch deck. That is a proper heavy ship. And how fast are you? Its percentage. 30. Let's Prince Eugene here. No, that's Bismarck. Show me Eugene. 18,000 tons. That's a heavy cruiser escort. There's some torpedo tubes. What's your range? You have 408 rounds left. Damn. This is a beauty. This is a beauty. Let's see if we can actually save them from being sunk. 8-inch guns. So your range is 26,000, so about the sighting range. And what about Bismarck? You have 33,000. All right. Well, Bismarck is the lead ship. So let's have them go and see what they're up to. So we have a goal to get to here. So let's see if we can do it. But we need to make sure that we're not sunk by the British. I think we should do a little bit of a change of course here. Because if we go this way, I mean, we could go to sort of like a Greenland and sail along the coast. What's the year? It's 1941. So we're not at war with the United States, and Greenland, I think, is under the jurisdiction. What am I saying? Jurisdiction of the United States. So at this point, we should be relatively okay sailing along Greenland. What's your speed, guys? 20 knots. All right, you can go. So as you can see, the game doesn't really have very good graphics, but it's focusing really on the meat and bones. There's a massive and very intricate damage system, which takes into account every single hit on the ship, every single system on the ship. So it is extremely detailed. And, the fact that it doesn't look like much doesn't really, make me nervous in any way. The issue is that the Polish had cracked German intelligence codes, and the fact that there was an undeclared submarine war between Germany and US in 1941. Or were they actively attacking German cruisers and heavy ships? I don't think that. I mean, Germany had an unrestricted naval warfare against Britain, so I think that they actually did attack, but I'm not aware that the United States would be attacking back. Wait, what was going on? Why did we stop? Oh, because I clicked on something. Germany was doing the opposite to the US. Well, I know about that. Okay, let's send them out a bit south. Well, no. Let's send them to Greenland. I'm actually pretty okay with this. So far, we haven't encountered anyone. Makes me happy. We're doing good on fuel and everything. I know that the British are hunting us like crazy. Breakthrough undetected or at least unengaged by the major British units for decisive battle with superior British forces. And we could try to go northwards, couldn't we? Oh, wait, was there something? No, I thought that I saw a question mark on the map, but not really. We're just, doing okay. We're just sailing. Why not? It is a pretty good day. midday. Unfortunately, there's still mist. I don't like that. Yeah, the day sighting range is down to 6,500 yards, 6,000 yards now. So, like, if we run into someone, they're gonna be like right in front of us, literally. Like 6,000 yards. Is this much? Jesus Christ! If we run into the British, we're basically gonna best choice would be to rail them at this time. But tell me more, Conqueror. I wasn't aware that there was um, any kind of United States attack against Germany at this time period. I thought it was just Germany hitting the, I mean, this was the whole, uh, you know, threatening the convoys and merchant shipping thing. Pardon me. Did we spot anything? No. Just ran out of time. So been sailing for about 6 hours now and nothing encountered. That's a good sign. I think the weather is actually working in our favor here. Nobody can really see us in this fog. And there's really no actual radars in this time period, so it's pretty good. Weather limits our operations. All right. So let's get in the coast, and then we can sail back here. I don't think it's gonna be this easy though. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be this easy. And I'm not sure what the objective is actually. Oh, here it is. Alright, so we need to get there. Alright, doing good. Just sailing. Trying to be inconspicuous. Misty. North Atlantic Operation Theater. Enjoying ourselves. Now, how there's so many reports of submarines over here. I just hope that they will leave us be. Encountering a sub here would be a nightmare. The game is extremely brutal when it comes to submarines. Like you basically just receive a report that some of your ships were just torpedoed and it's done. There's nothing you can do. It just goes. It sinks, or it goes into an actual like repair, which can take a number of months, and it costs just like I had some. It's crazy because like you have your fleet's position and everything, and suddenly some of your ships get torpedoed, and there's nothing you can do. It's like okay, well, cool. I'm happy that you did that to me, game. My entire plan is breaking down, which I kind of like. The unpredictability factor. All right, so time to change the course. I'm gonna go this way and crawl along the coast. I mean, I can actually get a little bit faster. I was assuming there would be way more. All right, night is coming. We can do a ton of sailing during the night. And can be a little bit more. Wait, this is. Ah, okay, that's a shallow sea. We cannot reach it. All right, I thought that it was coastal, but no. Alright, so I think that at this point we can actually go a little bit faster. We do have fuel for this. Sea state limits, it's clear. Yeah, if it was day, we would be spotted. 31,000 yards. But considering it's night. Oh no, it's not night. We're actually in the daylight zone now due to the way how the weather works. Yeah, we have a polar day. It's not great. But I mean, there doesn't seem to be anyone here. After the US occupied Greenland and Iceland in June 41, the Germans began striking at US convoys that were guarding the Royal Navy. I mean, it's almost a fair game, I would say. Damn, look at how bad we're positioned in regards to the sunlight. It's basically running away from us and turning all around us. But again, no British. Nobody here but us Barbarians. There's a little bit. Oh yeah, clear for the 3,500. So if there's anyone here, we will be spotted. Yes, this is crazy high range, but all right. Well, still the sea is vast. The sea is vast, and we're doing relatively good. Actually, what to do now? Do we want to crawl along the coast and then just do a beeline, or do we just go straight? I think we're gonna crawl along the coast. Oh no! Okay, so we have just encountered a ship, and there we go. This is gonna be bad. So there's 3 ships that we encountered. They're British, and this is gonna be bad. Okay, destroyers, some heavy cruisers. You see anything? I don't think so. We get any hits? No, they're just firing at us. Okay, let's turn the broadside. Oh no, Bismarck already had a engine room hit. A little bit of structure damage. It was a heavy hit too. Damn. All right. And wow, they're holy hell, they're actually hitting us really bad. 2 heavy hits. Who the hell is? Oh, okay. I wanted to say who the hell is shooting at you. It's the Hood and the Prince of Wales. Okay, so that is exactly what we didn't want to. So they were patrolling. Yeah, they were waiting for us here. We should have gone south. This is gonna be over very soon. There's no way we can do this. Okay, so do we know how fast they are? 30 knots. I think we have an advantage on them. No, we don't. But we could. Let's just. Oh. Oh, okay. They hit us our engine in the engine room. All right, so we're no longer gonna be able to do. Okay, we've hit the hood. Let me just turn off the Steam chat because it's annoying me. All right, well, we're bailing, but at this point it doesn't really matter. But they're just gonna sink us. I just tried to do some maneuvers here. All right, we're hitting the hood pretty heavily. So if we can keep them behind us, keep our own Prince Eugene superstructure. Yeah, that Prince of Wales. The other ships are of no concern to me. But I need to go this way and keep zigzagging, hoping to have a good angle on them. Man, we're really hitting the hood well. Like, really? They're suffering major hits. So the strategy is actually working a little bit. Okay, Eugene is getting hit pretty bad with 2. You guys need to turn together. This is not working for us. Oh, no, 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 not this way. And we're not gonna lose them. It's 6 in the morning too, so there's no way we can. It's day everywhere. This is bad. They're gonna get us. There's no way we can deal with this. We could try to hide in the Icelandic waters, but they just there's just no way. Do we have a natural advantage that they're pursuing us? What is wrong with you? Damage. 4%. Why did you separate yourself? Wheat formation is Bismarck. No core, why the head? Okay, we're really hitting the hood heavily. And I decided to split off. We have a really good angle on them though. So the damage that we have to be doing is pretty decent. The hood here. Prince of Wales. Unless you just keep angling, keep maneuvering. We might be lucky, you know. They don't have that many more ships than we do. I really think these. I think those are destroyers. So those are support ships. If we can keep them far away and damage the main ships, we should be okay. Fortunately, they seem to be closing in on us. 8 15-inch guns. 8 15-inch guns, yeah, we're even matched. We're not really getting that much damage done to us, but I had to hit the engines first. That was such an unlucky hit. They have a 12-inch belt. Okay, so we really are very well matched here. We'll just keep maneuvering, see. You keep hitting them, so, you know, it's actually pretty good. Can't say it's... Bismarck, they hit our turret. Can I see any info? Medium damage. Man, if we could sink the hood, that would be damn good. I have a feeling that we might... Yeah, we're just demolishing the hood. Heavy damage and slowing down. Could we be this lucky? Just sail parallel. You have the advantage. Okay, Bismarck got a superstructure hit. And the engine room hit. That's not great. And a secondary banner was hit. But you've hit the hood as well. And just keep it like this, because they're catching up to us. The destroyers really are not an issue. We could sink all of them if we just keep them behind. Okay, now I'm saying that they got light damage. Alright, well, the game was lying. Ooh, we're not good. Oh, we're not good, yeah. I thought that we were doing way better. Hitting hood. We're hitting the destroyers too. The Prince of Wales is getting hit too, but oh god, yeah, they're catching up to me. The ship is just go as fast as you can. Yeah, Bismarck is going down. There's no way. The moment they get this close, they're just gonna start torpedoing me. Well, Prince of Wales getting heavy damage. Getting more damage. Okay, they're actually breaking off. Wait, are they really breaking off? Cloud Agent to Breeze. Could we have damaged them so badly that they have decided to retreat? I mean, it is a possibility. Or they're luring me into a trap. Am I closing? What's the distance? Heavy damage. Try to do a broadside. Okay, we're actually getting it. We're getting the ship between us. Yeah, they're getting really bad hit. So if the hood is... I need to have a status on the Bismarck. It's on fire. But it's not flooding. So that's good. What did they hit us with? Everything. And the fire is spreading. Yeah, they need to... We need to slow down, or the ship is gonna sink. That's not gonna do us any good. So let's just go to cruise speed. I mean, it might be toast, but if it still manages to get anywhere, then, you know. Our goal is to get to our destination. If we manage to do that, then good for us. Can you please tell me that the fire is not spreading? Okay, we get the fire under control. So let's go with the squadron maxes. I haven't really liked to sink one of these ships. That would be really good. I don't think... Yeah, we're running out of ammo here. And they're definitely getting further away. But I was not expecting us to actually win this. Or manage to turn them around. That was some pretty nice strategy on our side. Okay, we lost them. So let's just... They're not gonna be able to threaten us. If they're retreating, then we are okay. So let's sail... Wow, we actually got a hit on them even on this distance. I'm surprised it's not showing me the distance to the enemy. Hold on. Show maintain range, air ranges. Show fire lines. Okay. Either way, the battle seems to be over. For now. And unless our ship is sinking, we might have actually managed to get this scenario. Yeah, there's no sinking. The flotation is a little bit messed up, but we should be able to repair. We're going at cruise speed. I'm actually willing to lower this to a smaller speed because the ship needs to repair. And I think going beeline to the destination might be a good idea now. The night is coming, so unless we like literally run right into them, we should be okay. And it's definitely gonna be toast for a few months, but it wasn't really that badly hit. I don't think we have any major damage, do we? The guns should be all operational 28%. Yeah, all of the guns are operational. There's no fire. It still has fuel. So we actually got out of this pretty, I wouldn't say unscathed, but in a pretty good shape. It's just super surprising to me. Oh no! There's aircraft attacking us. Jesus Christ. So there's a carrier here somewhere. They destroyed some of the aircraft. Have we been hit? I don't think we've been hit yet. But this is not good. Okay, I was really hoping that they wouldn't spot us, but at this point, guys, hard to left. Okay, so the aircraft are gone. Man, we're still in the sunlight zone. This is a really bad place to be hiding. Okay, so who is that? There's a white cruiser coming at us. Is it alone? At Tucson 1945. Is that just one ship? It might be, and it's leaving. It's smart. I mean, it is so severely outmatched that I don't know. I think that it can even fathom of what it's encountering. But if it keeps bothering us, then it's gonna be a problem. Because we will just keep running into it and it can report our destination. And I really need to get into the dark zone. It's coming, so just go straight up to the night. And if these fools want to play, then be it. But yeah, that was us now. Okay, hard to change. Can we see it on the radar? Oh no, there's another one on the radar. Come on, get out, get out, get out. Oh, these blips. No. This is really bad. Are we going? Yeah, we're going at max speed. We have been damaged heavily, so that's not good. We really need to get into the night. Wait, we repaired something. Not sure what it was, but I don't think we've been hit. No, the engines are definitely messed up. They're not coming back on. So that's that. But we survived everything we could. So let's see if we can hide now. We did. Well, we didn't. Look at that. It's just receding again. Damn it, game. It's my own fault, though. It's my own fault. Should have looked how the topography and the day-night cycle works in this northern latitudes. Okay, so far so good. Nobody's bothering us. We're getting really close. We started around here, so we made it like halfway through. No contacts. 4 enemy PBs. Okay, so that's now the Catalina strike group. Alright. Hard shift. Did we get hit? We didn't. Alright, good. But yeah. There is a carrier here somewhere and it's hunting us. Hey, Cynical Volver. How are you doing? Or Cynicalist Volver. Not to butcher your name. We're just playing a little bit of Rule of Waves. I got the extended battles and I'm looking at one of the scenarios. This is the Bismarck and Hood trying their best to kill each other. We have our ship, the Bismarck, here. We've already encountered some enemies. So you can see we have some damage going on. And we're being escorted by Prince Eugene. And we're trying to reach the safety of the North Atlantic. We have just been hit by bombers on our way twice. And we managed to actually scare off the Hood and the Prince of Wales that were actively trying to sink us. Marcus Chill had a tabletop game earlier. Oh, 40k on a war. Mechanized infantry regiment based in Bavaria. Is the Honor War a tabletop figurine game, or is that a role playing game? I'm not familiar with the Honor War, but I think that's the RPG, right? Tabletop like Dungeons and Dragons, basically, but in 40k setup. Yeah. Oh, guardsmen, not space marines. Guardsmen don't seem too much fun to play 40k. All right, I need to take a small break, guys. My son has just woken up, so I'll be right back. And I'll just put him back to sleep, and I'll be back. Give me a sec. I think I should be good in like 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Sorry, guys, I'm back. It was a little bit longer than I thought it would be. My apologies. I'm not sure if you guys are still here, but if you are, I apologize for being away a little bit longer than expected because my son woke up and I had to put him back to bed. So I'll edit this out or edit or mark this in the actual stream recording, but unfortunately, real life happens. So, where were we? Oh, we were trying to put the Prince Eugene uh, and Bismarck to the destination. All right. Hey guys, glad that you're still here. Again, apologies. I thought it would be shorter, but yeah, actually, man, it's kind of weird to see 2-year-old kids have nightmares because they're saying stuff like, "No, I don't want to watch." I guess he's dreaming about some kids show or something, and he's angry that we're forcing him to watch it or something. It was kind of a weird. So I was just putting him back to sleep and caressing him and stuff like that before he fell asleep. All right, so we are still incredibly far. I forgot what the shortcut was for laying the uh was it CTR around? No, it doesn't show you out. No. That was a shortcut that shows you. Oh wait, it shows you down here. Okay, so we have a distance of 560 miles to go. Damn. Well, we'll get there eventually, but it's gonna be a while, especially with ships that have been damaged this badly. As I mentioned in the beginning, there was a pretty bad hit to Bismarck, which reduced the max speed to 19 out of 30. So even if we're going at the max now, this is gonna be so, and we're over stressing the engine, so we have to actually slow down to 17. So I would be hoping that we would encounter the dark, but yeah, the day is way ahead of us. We might hit it tonight. I just have to see. And we're speeding it up because last time when I sped it up, the bombers hit us. But I guess we're not gonna steer through some arduous nothingness of the sea. So you guys going? What's going on? All right, I would be surprised if I win the scenario on the first try, but it would be kind of cool. It would be an achievement, definitely. Nice to see Rule of the Waves. Yeah, it's a great game. It's a great game. I'm not sure if you're on my Discord, but I actually had a chance to speak with one of the associate producers of the game, and I'll be publishing an interview I did with him on Friday. I just need to edit it out properly. I'll probably do it tomorrow or on Monday if I have the time. And it's gonna be about an hour and a half video where we're gonna be talking about the Rule of the Waves. They told me a lot, he told me a lot about how the game was developed and what their plans are and how they see the future development of the game. So it was a really, really interesting and frankly, not only an interesting experience, but a big opportunity for me to talk with one of the Slytherin devs. And I have to say, it was amazing. I kind of realized that I would like to do more of these interviews if this goes well, I might try to hit up the team behind Suzerain and talk with them as well about the game because I'm having so much fun playing it. Hmm. Actually, Wolfo, I was shocked that you're not following that one, or are you? And you're just not commenting. I'm interested because I think that seems like a game that you would greatly enjoy. So I was just wondering what. And I mean, that sounds like, man, watch it. I don't want to chastise you if you don't like the game, but I was just wondering because that really seems like something that I know you would probably enjoy. Oh, okay, nice. You're watching it. Cool. Uh, all right, we're getting heavily bombed here. That's not great. Torpedo bombers. They're right behind us, aren't they? Did we just? I don't see them. Where are they? Torpedo track. Oh, they launched torpedoes on us. We know. Oh, it seems like we were lucky they didn't hit us. Damn, they're making strafings at us. Uh, so how do you like the game, Wolfa, when it comes to scissoring? Because I was thinking that it's such a in-depth game. The politics are just insane when it comes to the game, and I really enjoyed the realism. I'm looking forward to the Rizia one too. My friend is telling me that it's such a different game from Swordland, but I really like the way that the game makes me feel bad about everything I do, even with the best intentions. I'm actually sending my friend who donated the game to me memes every day about what I record, and I'm thinking I'm gonna publish them all afterwards. And guys, I think we've made it. I mean, it's still about 270 miles, but the night is falling. It's past midnight, and this is really hard to read, but 3,100 yards spotting range. At this point, I think we are kind of in the clear. The time zone is gonna switch around this like that, but it's very likely that we might be able to reach either to it or very close to the destination before the dawn breaks. Can we go? Yeah, max out the engines, push them to. I mean, 2 knots are not that much, but they can play a role when we're trying to hit the target. No, the dawn is definitely gonna break on us, but we'll be so close that even if, unless they're right in front of us, we might actually get to it, even if they attack us. In some ways, it's complex and definitely feels like you need to think about the things a real politician we need to think about. In other ways, it's really simplistic. Any example of the simplicity that you would like to mention? Because I mean, from the I'm trying to think about these games from the perspective of the game development, and you know, in that regard, I mean, I know I bitch and moan about the game a lot while I'm playing it, but I think that they got as much complexity in it as they could, because otherwise the game would just start breaking up because you would have too many diverging paths and various scenarios that would be almost impossible to control. You just have your competent advisor what to do. Well, I mean that's how it works in real life too, though, right? Like the president is there to manage the people. Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair enough. I haven't been needed to micromanage the advisors, but then again, like that's what the ministers are for. Like they give you a report and you tell them what your priorities are, and they do it. So in essence, that's just how the real government works. And I really wouldn't want to play the mundanity of a day-to-day ministerial work. But yeah, I get the point. I get the point what you mean. Like a little bit more hands-on approach would be kind of cool. All right. So how far is it? It's getting really close. 173 miles, man. We might really do it, guys. I wasn't expecting this. The moment they called us, I thought that we were toast. But we managed to repel them. Get there. And yeah, less than 50% fuel remaining. Alright, it's fair point. For instance, what I would have done, I get something that you would do, prioritize strengthening ties with the ATOs. Yeah, definitely. That is something that I would like to do. And in that regard, you're right. I'm kind of sad that, but I think that is exactly done for the purpose of game balance, because like that would remove most of the issues that you have and make it. And I think that it is fair to say that the outreach has to be coming from them more than from you. I don't know how United States, during the Cold War, how happy they would be if some backwards country just reached out to them and say, "Hey, we want to join want to join the NATO, would you please take us? I don't think that's how it worked. It would have to be them reaching out, but again, fair point. Fair point. All right, now what are we doing? Less than 130 miles. Nice. Are we really gonna do it? I went a long way. Please don't torpedo me now. I really would like to get there. I think that we definitely lost the British who were hunting us near Iceland. There's a. I mean, it's cloudy, so the viewing distance isn't full 30 miles, but 24,000 yards is still pretty far. So if there's an air squadron that's gonna try to hunt us, they will spot us for sure. Though I mean, to be fair, this is our spotting range. So when you look at the map, like unless something gets to this distance of the green circle, they cannot spot us. So still doing pretty well. And we're in the middle of the sea or the ocean at this point, so hopefully the last stretch is not gonna be horrifying. So you can lower the electoral threshold and add thermometers if you invest in our infrastructure. That would also make it easier to sell the change to the sum. True. True that. But the game really is good in showing how bad the backwards machinations and what do you call them, backroom deals are, because those can be really annoying. Oh, I just realized that I have lost an hour already. We have the time change today, so it used to be 2 o'clock, now it's 3 o'clock. Welcome to time traveling streams. 63 miles. This times in the evening we'll be there. Not even in the evening. Late afternoon we're there. For those of you that are watching this is right, anything in particular that you guys disagree with? Because I'm really interested in that kind of discussions. I was kind of wondering, if people are in alignment. I just keep getting a lot of likes, and the comments are mostly on the first few episodes, and then people are kind of silent. I would assume that if I did some major mistake, I would rile people up so much that they would just comment. But other than that, I'm really interested in seeing the privatization part of the game is really interesting topic, I think, and also the investments in the ministries. But I think I've done kind of a sensible choice there. And I'm obviously too nervous to not talk because we're down to the last 24 miles. Come on, are we gonna make it? I'd be really, really interested. Come on. 1440. We're there. Go. Man, am I really gonna win it on the first try? I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. Oh, wow. Ran into rain. Nice! We won! We won the scenario. Cool. Alright, so let's see the stats. So we got... Oh, wow. We really did a number on them. We have sunk one of the battle cruisers. Oh yeah, we had 2 ships. And they had so many. And we managed to sink one. Which one went down? Which one was sunk? Wow, we sunk the hood. I was not expecting that. That's why it disappeared. We managed to sink it. And that's why they turned around and started running, because the hood was sinking. Okay. Damn. And I guess, I mean, Bismarck got tons of damage, but it survived. Holland was probably the other one. And that was the squadron that we encountered, the Hood and Prince of Wales. Prince of Wales was really not damaged badly. We did some light damage on the destroyers, but damn, this is a major victory. We managed to actually sink the Hood. And even lost some aircraft. Points for survivors picked up. Damn. Alright. Our details. Where did we sink? Or shut down? Could I see? Ah, it's not showing me. But we have shut down one of the aircraft. Man, nice. That was a really good one. Each faction is making valid arguments for their worldview. So capitalists make strong arguments for capitalism and socialists for socialism. Yeah, that is actually a really good point. Like they are really, really doing well when it comes to that. It doesn't feel like propaganda, it's very true. You encounter realistic pushbacks, for instance, there being an entrenched old guard that resists liberal reforms is appropriate. Yeah, definitely. It's all perfectly written. The writing is just 10 out of 10. Uh, Benden's Bros. Wasn't there a game like Suzerain where you play as a king? It's actually the DLC. It's called Rizia. It's a country that's located just south of. There's if I remember the map correctly, there's Sorlund, which is where you play as the president. Then there's Valen, and behind the Valen there is Rizia, which is the second country that you can play. So that one is the next game, like next country that you can play in the game. Like there's two choices. But you're really right about the Wolfa, about the writing and the making valid arguments for their worldview. Like it's really is not black and white. It's amazing. This is something that I really hated about democracy. I like that game. I like that series, but it was really just like go the liberal free market democratic route. If you did anything else, you basically you could never make it work. There was no way to make an Iranian type of government or socialist. Like you had to go like liberal markets, free market socialist way. Otherwise, it just wouldn't work. Yeah, exactly. Foreign investment is good, but it comes with risks. That is definitely true. That is definitely true. Suzerain. Yeah, this is the DLC. The Kingdom of Rizia. And that's the one. Yeah, and this is Sordo, and then there's Lesbia, and then there's Kingdom of Rizia where you play as Romos Toras. Yeah, no, I mean it's a different type of game. So it's the game there. I really hope that they actually add more DLCs. I don't think that they've announced anything, but if I really hope that they would, because this game is such a huge success. They're making a new game from the same world, which I think takes place in at the end of the 19th century in Sordland. So that would be kind of cool to see that they continue adding there. As for decisions, I agreed pretty much with all the main ones so far. My friend is pushing me to do some extreme playthroughs after this one and try to go like full on socialist or go and become a dictator. But I don't think I would have that much fun with the game anymore when I go through it already once. Then I because I would know what's gonna happen, and half of the fun for me is just encountering insanity left and right. So I plan to do the Rizia next, and then I'll probably play maybe just out of curiosity on in my own time. I'll purchase the game on my phone and just do it when I'm free and just dick around in the game. But I'm happy that I can do with you guys the blind playthrough basically. Actually, democracy free lets you make a theocracy. It just doesn't let you proclaim it officially. And I'm not saying that it doesn't let you do whatever you want. You can make whatever you want, but you're gonna die. Like if you want a prosperous nation where people are happy and nobody is threatening you, you need to go on a full socialist, full liberal socialist democracy. That's the only one that actually works. There's like no way to make it work the other way. Like I tried to do a theocracy. I tried to do a, a sort of a militaristic. They shoot you. There's always some kind of like liberal nut that goes and shoots you, and it doesn't matter how much you invest um, in security or what you do. It they will just kill you. It's just that way. It doesn't matter what you do. They always just go after you, and I kind of hate that. That's the biggest flaw of the democracy brand. I tried some of the mods and everything, but it never really removes the core issues with the engine where there's really like only one right way to play, which kind of sucks. Episode 9, I have to check because you said episode 19. I think I published episode like 21 today or something. So you're like two. Because I think that you will disagree with the choices I made in the past few episodes. Oh no, Wow, you're way behind. I published episode 32 today. Yeah. Episode 19. Which one is that? A good business over a delicious fish. Oh, it was the meeting with the. Uh, Yeah, with the guys in Lockhaven. That one was well. There's other things that are coming. It worked out in Spiffing Brit. Maybe it was just lucky and dodged the event then. Are you talking about the Democracy? What's the latest one? Because I think Democracy. I was playing the 3 and 4, and both have the same issue. Like no matter what you do, It, and I think people were just saying it in the comments as well. They had the same experience. Uh, yeah, they're saying the same thing here. Like increase the GDP and you're done. Okay, this guy's just complaining, but I saw some comments like that as well, where you just basically have only one way to go, which works. And for me, it wasn't like, I would like to just play around and um, make interesting entries, but it really is all about like GDP and eliminating the religious people and just making it. I the sad part is that I kind of agree with the game in its core, like the way the game is trying to force you to play, just heavy investment in school, social services, low taxes, high GDP, technology, no religion is what's very close to me as a person, but I still would like to know that like there are various paths that you can take, and democracy just didn't allow for that, or I never felt. Yeah, democracy free. I think democracy free was even worse, to be quite honest. In that, like, I enjoyed it, and you can see I did a lot of playthroughs in democracy, but all of them pretty much were just narrowed down to, okay, fix the core issues and then just go and straight. And also the fact that you get like a 99% vote of confidence every time is a little bit annoying. I didn't like that. All right, anyway, guys, considering it's 3:21 here in the morning, I'm actually gonna end the stream now and go to bed. Thanks for coming by. Sorry for not streaming for the past few weeks. I really was busy again and tired and everything. So I really appreciate that you guys are coming back and are chilling with me here, and we can play. I'm planning to, as I mentioned, I want to finish Suzerain. I'm still planning to get back to recording EU4, sorry, not EU4, EU5, and finishing the Project Hospital. I would like to do the Static Dread because I'm having fun with that, and I really want to play the game, and then I might actually go back to the Soviet Black Ice campaign, try it again, and after that, I think I might just go back to Rule the Waves because I had surprisingly a lot of fun today. I forgot how good the game was, and the fact that I can actually pick up the old campaign is amazing. I'm gonna have to think about. I'll probably have a vote afterwards and ask people if they want me to continue the old one or start, for example, as China or Spain or something or Austria-Hungary. That would be kind of cool. Yeah, you guys are welcome and have a good night. And again, I hope you enjoy your rest. Well, I mean, depending on where you are, Wolf has a full day ahead of him. But I hope you guys will enjoy your day and the rest of your weekend, guys. So thanks again and take care. Talk to you later.